I know that you are probably expecting, you expected the Terra Plaza edit, but I didn't really record any part of the trip. And then I got there and I was searching for animals that I want to buy, and somehow everything went so fast and I ended up without any actual footage. But in the same time I was also thinking that last Terra Plaza was only like 2 months ago, maybe even less, and that's why I didn't record any part of the trip, because I already did it recently, and I thought that this time I won't be recording anything like that, because it wouldn't really differ from last Terra Plaza edit. So if you want to experience the Terra Plaza, the feel there and everything that includes, go and check that older video. I will link it down here, up here, so check it out if you haven't seen it. But this video will be about the stuff that I got. And honestly, I think that to majority of you that will be much more exciting. And I will go to next Terra Plaza anyway, which is in only 2 months. So I will then make new Terra Plaza experience video. But as I said, this will be about the stuff that I got. This was the first Terra Plaza in this year, and I can really say that it looks like there is more and more and more people every time I come there. The queue is just vicious, and I feel really bad for people that arrives after 10 or 11 a.m. because you need to stay in queue for like hour or so that is really bad, and I think they should add additional entrances where you can enter. That would help a lot. And may I say, I took quite a lot of selfies with you, the subscribers that met me there, and there were even 2 guys that came from Germany, so shout out to you too. I gave my first autograph to those guys. Really funny that I'm actually giving autographs now. So the stuff that I got, I have some really exciting things here. First, you see this t-shirt. It was a gift from Matsilatsi spiders. They are breeding and selling tarantulas, and if you ever came to Terra Plaza, their stand is like the first thing that you see when you enter, and they have the biggest tarantula on the stand. Long story short, they contacted me and said that I should stop by at their stand because they have some gift for me, and it was this sweet t-shirt, and it even got the channel name here, so it is actually unique. Big shout out to Matsilatsi spiders, and check them out if you come to Terra Plaza, although you probably already did because they are the biggest there when it comes to that. And from their offer I found 2 really cool additions. Let me show it what it is. They are both young females, but really young females. And I will just remove the front lid so you can't see the species name. This is one. And here is number 2. So look at these 2 beauties. They look similar, but they are 2 different species. This one appears to be a bit more black, and this one has a tiny bit of black-blue color, something like that. And if you didn't figure it out by now, they are both grammostolas. You know that I said that I want to have grammostola and Brachypelma collection, so this is a step into that direction. This one, it is called grammostola actaeon. Sounds funny. You see, female, and look at it. It looks so good. Black with red, awesome combination. So good combination. Don't run, please don't run. Let me just cover it, just in case. And this one, it is called grammostola iheringi. Iheringi. That's this beauty. You see that they are similar, but this one is much lighter, with also red abdomen. So cool species. Both of them are really beautiful. I will put them now in temporal enclosure. You see, I have temporal enclosures for all the additions. They will be housed in this. I don't need that many. And once I finish, let me just show you these other enclosures that I'm working on. They will go in these enclosures, and they are 20 by 20 by 20 centimeters. I will write how many inches is that. But they are still not complete because I'm waiting for acrylic hinges for front lid. I didn't notice that I ran out of these. It will take some time for them to arrive from China. But in the meantime, they will be just fine in these plastic boxes. So just a bit of substrate, cocoa fiber, nothing special. You know the drill. This will be just temporarily for like a week or so. I won't be giving them any hide or anything like that. They will be fine, no worries. For tarantulas, you always want to compact the substrate a bit. It seems that they don't really enjoy walking on loose substrate, so always press substrate a bit. So first we will rehouse the actaeon. No, I said actaeon. Actaeon. Let me check the rules. I have rules on computer, so I need to turn it on. While it is booting, I will just rehouse it quickly. Come on, let it go. What are you doing? She's walking funny. And I really like this size because it means that she will live long, but in the same time she's not so small that you can't really see her nice. She already has nice colors and all that lovely things. Let me give you some close-ups. Such a lovely species. I'm trying to get my hands on Grammostola pulha, but so far no luck. But as you see, this is also black. Don't go. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Silly tarantula. No, 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 no. Where is the top lid? Let me check the rules for Latin name. Oh, so I also missed one other thing. When you have A in front of E, both of these letters are pronounced E. And letter C is in this case pronounced K, so it is pronounced Grammostola actaeon. It also sounds better immediately. Now with that taken care of, let me stick this name on this box because they look really similar, so I don't want to confuse them. Actually, maybe better on the side because I can also mix the top lids. So first Grammostola actaeon, and the second one. Let's go, little girl. What was that? She is a bit jumpy and she really doesn't like the new substrate. Are you okay? So they both seems a bit nervous, a bit more nervous than a regular Grammostola. Cutie face. So with these two, my total Grammostola count is 4, and the name. There we go. Let's close it off. Enjoy your temporary stay. Let's continue with new stuff. Some boring thing. I also bought fruit flies, 2 colonies, and these boxes. You see 5 boxes. They contained lateralis roaches. One was the smallest one, 2 boxes were a bit bigger, and 2 boxes were medium size lateralis. But I put all of them into my old colony. I'm trying to get a bigger colony because stuff is increasing and I need bigger colony to maintain all of that. What will we show next? Oh, this and these two. As always, as I was buying stuff, I was bringing them to NS Exotic stands where they kept everything for me, including my jacket and all other stuff that I didn't want to carry through the entire expo. So huge shout out to them. They're from Serbia, and also I think they are there on every Terra Plaza. So if you go there and need some enclosure, or you see I got these from them, water dishes that I want to test out. These are the small size. So if you need that stuff, make sure to visit them. And also I got 2 big females from them. As you can see, 2 Brachypelmas. This is Brachypelma emilia and this is Brachypelma boehmei, or as majority of people in hobby pronounce it boehmei or something like that. But with Latin pronunciation that I use, they are called boehmei. So 2 females. Also I will put them in temporary enclosures. For them, of course, I have the bigger ones that I'm also, enclosures. Bigger enclosures. This one. They are 30 by 25 by 25, and that is 12 by 10 by 10 inches. I have 4 of them in works, so 2 will be for them. And also I think that in one I will put the Asian forest scorpion, the heterometrus species. Cocoa fiber. And I know that someone commented that boehmei is his favorite species and I should get it, but I don't know who was that. Can't remember. So with these two additions, the Brachypelma collection count is increased to 6. Annie, the Brachypelma opilosum, Brachypelma emilia male, Brachypelma smithi male, Hamori, pardon, and Brachypelma emilia sling. I think that's all. So let's open the boehmei. Here's the beauty, also the ball of feet in this position. Hey little beauty, big beauty. Whoa, she's really big. Don't go there. No. Oh. So good. No, don't go outside. I don't want to handle you. Her abdomen and carapace are really big. Bigger than poulherpes, definitely. When you compare it with my... Oh, you can't really. Compare it to my hand. Really big one. Big mama. Let's rehouse the other one. Here is she. Wanna go out? Whoa. Yeah, they're really big. Really big. This means once the male matures, we will have some action. I really like that upside down pyramid. The black pyramid they have. You see on the carapace. Really cool detail. Awesome. Let's carry on. I have more girls. One girl. Actually, first these two small ones. Now this one, as you can see by yourself, it is a freshly molted sling, and he molted just as I got home. This was a gift from Attila. He is the subscriber and also supporter on the Patreon, and he didn't want to tell me what this species is. He said that it is from Chile, that it is a dwarf tarantula, and it is extremely slow growing. So maybe I can have a bit of help from you if you know what species this could be. I'm not sure if it is too tiny to see it from this sling, but maybe that other information helps. Write it in the comments if you think that you know what this is. And shout out to Attila. Thanks for the sling, for the beer, and for the chat. Until next time. And here I have something extremely tiny and something that a lot of you wanted me to get. So here, oh, the fly just got out. So here in this web, I guess that you can figure it out. It is a jumping spider, and even though it's tiny now, it is one of the biggest jumping spider species, and I didn't remember the name, but I can find out and I will just write it down. I really hope that as babies these guys aren't fragile and that this one will actually mature so we can see it bigger, better. But there, I have a jumping spider now. And this one, this was a gift from Jerko. He was driving to Terra Plaza, and this is the... Oof, I know what it is, but I can't remember. I will also write it, but this is a dwarf species and it is super cute. It is actually a mature male, look how small he is. And it is one of the most docile species you can get in the hobby. If you want to get something that you can easily get on your hands, the females get a bit bigger. Come on, why are you so stubborn now? But he's so cute and so funny. Come on. You wanna go? Yes? No? No? Not interested? So the reason why Jerko gave me this, he got two mature males and he can't really sell them. So he said, what the hell, just take one and have him in the video, feed him a bit. Look how cute it is. I mean, so tiny and already mature. You can see the bulbs on the pedipalps and also the hooks. You can see them on his front legs. He's so passive. Super cutie. Oh yes, I wanted to rehouse him in a bit bigger enclosure here. That's why I got him out in the first place. There we go. And unfortunately he is a mature male, so he won't live for a long time, but he will surely be featured in some of the feeding videos. And who knows, maybe we find a girl for him. We have 2 additions left and I'm saving the sugar for last. Now this is a species that I mentioned in the last video. So, whoa, made a lot of webs, so maybe she will molt. Anyhow, I mentioned this species in last feeding video. So when I saw it in the offer and how cheap it is, I had to get it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pterinochilus lugardi. Really fat Pterinochilus lugardi female. So I'm assuming that she will molt now because she webbed a lot, and that's why I will just leave her in this enclosure, although I wanted to rehouse her in, I have another tub here, but I will just leave her here to see if she will molt in next day or two. So as I was saying in last video, this is the same genus as the OBT Pterinochilus murinus, but from what I read, they're also making a trapdoor, so that thing will also be cool to see. And maybe even I manage to record as she builds it. That would be cool. So this is last tarantula that I got. In total, 5 new tarantula females, 1 tarantula sling, 1 tarantula male, which brings us to total 7 new tarantulas. And last thing, it is not a tarantula. It is something. Try to guess. It got 4 legs. This one is green, but they can also be, I believe, yellow and maybe some other color. Their mouths are really big and they are named after a character in a computer game. Did you figure it out on your own? Write in the comments. Before I show you, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, in the dark den we have Pac-man frog. This thing looks hilarious. I mean, look at it. They are called Pac-man frogs because their mouths are huge compared to the body and they just swallow everything that moves. Look at it. And they are really cheap and from what I read, really easy to keep. So I said, what the hell? Every now and then I have seen that people are writing, get a Pac-man frog. Now we have Pac-man frog. Now they live in the substrate, in moist substrate. I mean, the substrate needs to be moist all the time, but not soaking wet. Completely moist, but not soaking wet. You don't want to see puddles of water in the substrate. They bury in the substrate, so sometimes you can't see them, but usually they have majority of their body buried in the substrate with only eyes and mouth outside, waiting for something to approach so they can swallow it. Now also I have the information that they can suddenly and easily die, no matter how good your care is. I hope that this guy or girl will have a happy and long life. It is also good to have a water dish, but I currently don't have anything appropriate. I have larger dishes in the basement. I will go and get it after the video. Other than that, substrate, maybe some fake plants or leaves, so they have some additional hiding area, and wet substrate. And as I was saying, for tarantulas you want to press down the substrate, but for Pac-man frogs you want it to be loose, so they can easily bury their butts inside. I guess this will be enough. Now just a disclaimer, the care is what I read from the internet. Obviously I don't have any experience with them, so if I say something wrong or do something wrong, feel free to say in the comments. Little guy, let's go. Burp, burp. Burp, burp. It hops. One more hop. Or 2 more hops. There, that's it. Look at it. I'm wondering how long will it take for it to bury. But its face looks kind of depressing, like... Are you depressed? So I could pick between green and yellow one, and even though green are a bit cheaper, I also like this appearance more. They also are the definition of pet rock. They just sit on one spot, and that's it. Oh, he waved to us. So if you want an active pet, don't get a Pac-man frog. But if you find that it just sits on one spot, they should be really easy to care for. We will see actually. And I didn't really research if they can be sexed on this size. I mean at this size. So also in the comments let me know if you know stuff about them. Where are you going? There is a piece of plastic stuff that it had in the cup. A little fat frog. Once we figure out its sex, we will need a name. So start thinking about it. I think we are done. I showed you everything that I got. I think that additions are really sweet. But I'm kinda most excited about this Pac-man frog because it's something different. But the rest is also sweet. Which one do you like the most? Let me know in the comments. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up and comment something. If you want to support this channel even more, there's a Patreon page. If you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So see you again soon. Bye!